When we look at the stars and ponder humanity's journey into space, we often think of astronauts, rocket ships, and countdowns. But behind those historic space flights stood a woman whose brilliance in mathematics helped chart the path to the moon. Katherine Johnson, born in 1918 in the small town of White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, was one such unsung pioneer who turned numbers into history. Her legacy extends far beyond calculations. It's a story of perseverance, genius, and unwavering commitment. As a trailblazing African-American mathematician at NASA, Johnson's work became the foundation of the U.S. space program. Her life is not only an inspiration to those pursuing science and engineering, but also a powerful reminder of what determination and passion can achieve, even against the odds. From a child who counted everything to a genius mathematician, Katherine Coleman Goebel Johnson was born on August 26, 1918. Her love for numbers appeared early, almost instinctively. As a child, she counted everything in sight, the steps to the road, the number of dishes she washed, even the silverware on the table. Her mathematical talent stood out early on, and her parents, particularly her father, Joshua Coleman, recognized that her potential needed room to grow. The town of White Sulphur Springs didn't offer high school for black students, so Joshua moved the family 120 miles so that Katherine could continue her education in Institute, West Virginia. She soared through her classes, skipping multiple grades and graduating high school at just 14. By 18, she had earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Mathematics and French from West Virginia State College, now university. Inspired by mentorship and a dream. While in college, Johnson's path was guided by the support of a mentor, Professor W.W. Schieffelin Claytor, one of the first African Americans to earn a PhD in mathematics. He saw potential in Katherine and encouraged her to become a research mathematician, a job title so rare for black women at the time that she had never even heard of it. I asked him, "Where will I get a job doing that?" And he told me, "That will be your problem," she later recalled. Despite the uncertainty, Claytor made it his mission to prepare her for this ambitious path, answering NASA's call. By 1952, Johnson was working as a teacher for just $100 a month. While on vacation, she heard about job openings at Langley Research Center for African American women to work as computers, a term used then for people who manually performed complex calculations. She applied and was soon hired. It was the beginning of a career that would redefine both space travel and the role of women in science. By 1958, Johnson became a vital member of the newly formed Space Task Group after the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics evolved into NASA. This was a time when there were no manuals or guides on spaceflight math. Johnson and her colleagues had to write their own rules, digging deep into geometry and physics to make sense of launching objects into orbit. "We wrote our own textbook," Johnson said. "We had to go back to geometry and figure all of this stuff out." Her daily work didn't feel like a chore. "I found what I was looking for," she said of NASA. "I went to work every day for 33 years happy. Never did I get up and say I don't want to go to work." A vital role in early space missions. One of Katherine Johnson's most famous assignments was calculating the trajectory for Alan Shepard's Freedom 7 mission in 1961, the first American manned spaceflight. When engineers were trying to determine the launch window to ensure the spacecraft would land in a specific location, Johnson volunteered to solve the problem. "You tell me where you want it to land, and I'll work backwards to find the launch time," she told them, and that's exactly what she did. Even as computers became integrated into NASA operations, her work remained indispensable. In 1962, when astronaut John Glenn was preparing for his historic orbital flight aboard Friendship 7, he didn't fully trust the new digital technology. Before launch, he personally asked for Katherine Johnson to verify the computer's calculations by hand. "If she says they're good," he said, "then I'm ready to go." That validation was not only a testament to her mathematical genius, but also to the trust and respect she had earned in a male-dominated, segregated environment, an indelible impact on Apollo and beyond. Johnson's contributions didn't stop with Mercury. She also worked on the Apollo moon missions, helping determine crucial launch and return paths. Her calculations guided astronauts safely from Earth to the moon and back. Later, she lent her expertise to the beginnings of the Space Shuttle program and Earth-orbiting satellites, helping NASA transition from short missions to more ambitious goals. Though her work involved high-stakes outcomes, Johnson always maintained humility and a love for her field. "I didn't do anything alone," she insisted. "My problem was to answer questions, and I did that to the best of my ability at all times, correct or incorrect." She found joy in solving difficult problems, and more than anything, she loved that her work was contributing to something bigger, the unfolding story of space exploration. breaking barriers and inspiring generations. Beyond her mathematical achievements, Katherine Johnson was a pioneer who broke through race and gender barriers. At a time when segregation was legally enforced and women were often discouraged from entering STEM fields, Johnson forged her own path and opened doors for many others. She became widely known to the public after being portrayed by Taraji P. Henson in the Oscar-nominated film Hidden Figures, 2016, which highlighted the roles of Johnson and other black women mathematicians in the space race. In 2015, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States, by President Barack Obama. "She's one of the women who helped win the space race," Obama said. 2 years later, NASA honored her again by naming a new facility, the Katherine G. Johnson Computational Research Facility, after her. At the dedication ceremony, Johnson couldn't help but laugh, jokingly saying, "I think they're crazy," but she was deeply honored by the tribute and noted that it recognized not just her, but everyone who had contributed to the mission of spaceflight, living a life of purpose. Katherine Johnson's career spanned more than 3 decades, and she retired from NASA in 1986. Even in retirement, she remained a symbol of excellence in science and education. She often emphasized that enjoying your work was key to success. Her advice: do your best, but like it, like what you do, and then you will do your best. She also believed in integrity, diligence, and showing up. "I never missed a day, never stayed home playing sick and stuff," she once said. "My problem was to answer questions, and I did that to the best of my ability." Legacy of a legend. Katherine Johnson passed away on February 24, 2020 at the age of 101 in Newport News, Virginia. Though she is no longer with us, her legacy continues to shape not just NASA, but the broader narrative of who can succeed in STEM fields. Former NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine called her an American hero, stating that her pioneering work would never be forgotten. Indeed, her life story is etched into American history. It is taught in schools, celebrated in film, and honored in the halls of NASA. Today, children, especially girls and students of color, can look up at the stars and know that someone like Katherine Johnson helped humanity reach them. And perhaps someday, when the first human steps foot on Mars, it will be from a mission whose path was charted in the Katherine Johnson Computational Research Facility, a fitting tribute to a woman who helped the world reach beyond Earth. And that's the incredible story of Katherine Johnson. If her journey inspired you even half as much as it inspired us, smash that like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember,